Good morning, Grand Lake, and a big thanks to Grand Mountain Bank, your hometown bank, all over the county. I'm pounding my Mountain Grind coffee. You're hanging out with Charlie Johnson, part owner of Cooper Creek Square here. Big excitement for us. We're excited about kind of all the changes and forward thinking you guys are going to have here with Cooper Creek Square. So, Charlie, you transitioned to skiing Winter Park. So, what's your favorite run on the mountain?
Oh, I don't know if I have a favorite run. Depends on what the conditions are like. But I like Mary Jane. I like the Cirque is probably.
If you could scream one groomer, what would it be?
I don't really ski the groomers. I try and stay away from them. But
trees and bumps for Charlie.
Yeah,
so, yeah. You are a true local then, because that's pretty much how it rolls in this town. So.
Yeah. No pain, no Jane. Right?
There it is. So you guys got a vacation house in Grand Lake. You're starting to kind of fall in love with the county, like we all do.
Yeah.
Small town. It's got a just personable feel. How do we end up in a shopping center in downtown?
Yeah. Good question. Kind of asking myself that every once in a while too. But no, my brother and I, our business is focused in Denver, and we look for attractive investment and development opportunities. And we have an investment group that kind of follows our lead, and so we'll put a deal together, and then we'll pitch it to our investors. And if they give us the thumbs up, then we'll execute the transaction, and then we do all the management and leasing of most of our portfolio. And so we were spending a lot of time in Grand Lake and coming through the county, and Denver has just absolutely exploded, as everybody knows. And we were having a hard time finding attractive investment opportunities in Denver because it's gotten so much.
I don't know that they're overvalued, but it definitely feels that way.
Yeah, well, it feels that way because so much money from out of the state has come into Denver, and there's a lot of institutional and private equity money coming into the state, and they've just kind of identified a whole bunch of property types that they want to be buying in Denver, and it's pushed the prices up. So
we have a few locals that are sure that it's only because of pot. I don't
know how much that has to do with it, but Denver has certainly been on a roll.
They've been rocking.
We kind of took a step back and asked ourselves, where's a market that hasn't seen a lot of upside pressure in terms of pricing for existing real estate assets, and we decided that Winter Park was one of those areas that hadn't had a big boost. That's not my stomach. That's my dog. Samson, you okay, buddy? Oh, yeah, you're all right. And so we decided that Winter Park was one of those markets that hadn't had a big run-up in prices, and that we believe still has a ton of opportunity. So, God bless you. Come here, buddy. Come on, sit down. So that's kind of how we ended up in Winter Park. We just believe that it has a lot of upside, and we're starting to see some other investors that believe that as well, with some pretty major transactions here in the last few months.
Yeah, so really I'm guessing the process, it's not like buying a home where you put an offer in 30 days later, it's ours. It's how long has this been going on that you guys have kind of identified?
That's a good question. It was about 1 year that we identified Cooper Creek Square as an investment opportunity that we wanted to look more into, and then we closed about a year after. So it was about a year due diligence process, and about 9 months of that was contract, where we were under contract and really digging into the numbers.
And like some people might fear, you're not just a Denver group coming up to buy a property, let it appreciate, and flip it out. You know? So you guys have some exciting things you want to kind of enhance Cooper Creek Square.
Yeah, Samson wants to get out of here. He wants to turn it and burn it, but no, that's not our strategy on any of our portfolio. We've sold 2 properties in Denver. One of them was because it was a single tenant property, and our tenant moved out, and it made more sense to sell it to an owner user than to lease it. There were more purchasers than there were tenants, and the other property was a new development that we had a development partner on. It was senior housing, and
for that purpose.
Yeah, and our development partner was.
What improvements, or what are some ideas that you have going forward with Cooper Creek Square? Is it going to be more just kind of get it filled up and let it flow, or
some of the things are working at Cooper Creek, and the previous owners have done a good job of keeping most things current.
And they put a beautiful deck on Da Vinci's. That was a huge addition for us in the last couple
and
years.
the exterior of the building is has been very well kept, and it's aesthetically appealing on one side of the building anyhow. And so we want to continue that. We want to continue putting capital dollars into the building and kind of boost the amount of investment that's going back into the property.
Will we see pavement on the backside?
I don't know. I don't know if you'll see pavement, or hopefully one day there will be buildings.
Oh, actually, it could potentially be more.
Yes, someday, and whether it's us or somebody else is undetermined at this point. But Cooper Creek was developed to be the first phase of a town center, and
awesome.
Phase 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 were never built. So we do think that there's some opportunity there. It may be years out, it may be a decade out, we don't know, but we hope that. We think it would be good for Cooper Creek, and we think it would be good for Winter Park.
You had mentioned doing a little remodeling of the bathrooms.
Yeah, so we're putting some money into Cooper Creek and trying to bring it up to current standards. We've nearly completed remodeling all of the bathrooms. We have a couple more to go, and we're going to be doing those in the off season, and then we're going to be updating some of the office corridors as well. And then really just trying to get the right tenant mix in here. We have one restaurant space that's available for lease, and we don't want to just see the lights on in there. We want to see the lights on with the use that's going to be good, that's going to bring more people to the town of Winter Park and to Cooper Creek. We don't want to just cut the pie into
So you got the right
slice.
mentality going into this. So it's really exciting for everyone in town when you have that mentality that you're going to enhance what we have here.
And I appreciate you saying that. And our main vision is that we don't know what is best for Winter Park. So I'm here to be a student of this community and learn as much as I can about this community so that we can put the right uses in that the community wants to see, that the visitors want to see, and that is ultimately what is going to be successful.
It's the stress and the fun all at the same time.
Yeah, there's definitely stress that comes with it.
We have other developments going on, like the Fanch developments, both ends of town. One's being built right now.
And I think all of that is great. We don't have a protectionism where we think that if there's new retail being developed in Winter Park, it's ultimately bad for us. I mean, I think that getting more people to Winter Park and getting the right businesses in Winter Park is going to be good for everybody. And the same goes for the resort. I had a great meeting with Gary DeFrange last week, and he talked about some of the exciting stuff that's happening at the resort. And
I don't want to cut you off, but when we come back, we're going to talk a lot more about this. We also want to talk a little bit about Carver's, the old Carver's right behind us. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, talk a little more with Charlie Johnson about the future and what's exciting about Winter Park in general right now. There's a lot of things going on, and we're all real excited about it. So
cool.
We'll be back in a moment. Once again, hanging out here in Cooper Creek Square with 20 shops and restaurants. Great spot for happy hour, free parking for your ski day, or just to stop at some shops. We'll be back shortly.
Grand Mountain Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Grand County. And with 4 locations to serve you, we're in all the right places.